probably never know their names unless they really, really mess up. And we are on Crystal Pools. On the red team, we have on the right side, we have Max Flow's pal and Elazer, the red Zerg. These guys going up against the other Zerg Protoss team of NeutronX and hinO. hinO donating all of the gas that he took after that double hatch first, right to his Protoss teammates so that he could afford to do a double Stargate Phoenix build. And I told you guys that I like Phoenix in 2v2, and I'm slowly becoming a huge fan of Phoenix playing 2v2. But really, damn, you know, the setup and everything was just so sweet. The way that they used it, the way they just like handed off that gas and that's like, you're giving somebody enough money to do something that's not actually, it's not actually possible for a Protoss player to do that in a 1v1 game. Like what NeutronX did doesn't work because you can't afford that much. Like, to put it into perspective for you guys, in case you guys don't really understand how StarCraft economy works, you pull in about 220 gas a minute. If you have both gas geysers saturated, you spend 200 gas every 30 seconds off double Stargate. So, yeah. No. It's even more than that, isn't it? Because if one Phoenix is, yeah, if a Phoenix takes 30 seconds and it costs 100, then it's actually like 400 gas. So basically, you play off a 3 gas economy from the donations from the teammate, and that actually allows you to get closer to being able to afford double Phoenix, which is pretty sick, if I do say so myself. So this game, pretty fast speed out of Elazer, pretty fast gases out of PAL, but both Protosses have the full saturation there, no fast expanse from the Protosses. hinO, though, is going for that fast hatch. Probe taking some damage as it scouts, but he sees, it's like, oh, really, really fast Zergling speed. So is this just going to be a one-base push from the red team? Both of them could try. He doesn't have a probe out on the map to do any warp-ins, but, oh, he's going to proxy a Dark Shrine behind a mass Ling push. Oh, he's going to get a Bane. It's going to be a Ling Bane. A Ling Bane push slash pressure slash what have you, coupled with a proxy Dark Shrine. And this, I mean, I can see how the Lings distract the enemy long enough for the DTs to show up without an answer. hinO is getting a Baneling Nest himself, so he won't be too weak. And he's actually, we're going to have a Twilight Council out of NeutronX, so he's not taking too many chances. But here come the Speedlings now. hinO, he's posturing himself at the bottom of his ramp. We're going to see, once again, a classic case of can you defend your base. This Overlord for hinO saw Lings. He has an idea. He knows speed is done. Banelings are being morphed. Well, hinO's going to morph Banelings too. The only thing hinO doesn't have is even Zergling speed on the way. hinO's not interested in that, but here comes that Dark Shrine. Now, 3-gate blink out of NeutronX. He's chrono boosting heavily into that warp gate. He wants to reinforce and help his buddy out, but can he actually make this work? I'm not so certain with certain. With that Spine Crawler positioned like this and the Queen, he should be able to target down any Banelings, which means I don't think that Elazer can actually break hinO's defenses. hinO actually running a few of these Banelings a bit far forward as these Stalkers try to grab an Overlord kill for NeutronX. Zerglings come up. Whoop. Good, solid play, solid defense so far. He's actually totally using these Stalkers as bait as the Banelings want to come in and connect. And look at this. Great use of the Stalkers to just pick off the units that are less vulnerable. And he wants to trade 2 Baneling. Oh, nice. Okay, so trades a Baneling for a Baneling. Not bad. Dark Shrine is about to finish, though. Is there any detection here? A Spore was put up front by hinO. Perhaps he's gotten an inkling since his Overlord did not see anything. He's like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? And, well, there's not really a whole lot here. Robotics Facility just started for NeutronX. And Neutron won't have an Observer out very soon. hinO actually is just preparing for Stargate play because he has a Spore in his main, too. He actually moves this Spore. So 3 Spore Crawlers to help to protect against any airplay. Now, this Spore should be enough. And Neutron's going to step back. I think he saw the shimmering. And yeah, he's catching full TTs. Oh, this one's going to start to slip by. It does, but there's another Spore. So DT's doing absolutely nothing for the red team, and I'm quite concerned. hinO starts up Ling speed. The expansion is only just finished for Elazer. And the DT's going to try to poke the front, but he's not really worried about it because he's going to have an Observer soon. And he can't actually attack him because there's a Spore at the front of the ramp, which just complicates everything. So, that being said, this is This is pretty tough. This is pretty tough. He's gonna see this expansion starting up, hinO. And he should be able to eventually spot this because there's no anti-air over here. The stalkers could come out of the main, but Pal he's being careful in case the Protoss player, he doesn't know what NeutronX went for. NeutronX did go for blink stalkers. Well, I guess he knows there's stalkers on the map, but you can't always be certain that there's not gonna be some blink into your main or what have you. Now he's gonna bring the stalkers down to kill this Overlord off. Yeah, it's like, no more free scouting for you. But he does see this expo, and he might see, now he's also starting to saturate it. Decent amount of drones, Here comes the big counterattack. Speed is about to finish for hinO. He had that expansion for much longer than his opponent. And as he nabs these pylons, he's looking to do a big counterattack with Dark Templar getting ready to run by. This could actually do a crazy amount of damage. But there's an observer left in the main base for Neutron. Neutron, where's his mothership core? Okay, he's moving across the map, so as far as actual units go, there's not a whole lot to defend, but he might have to warp it at home to defend against that. Oh, boy. Warp Prism's going to actually bring those DTs in, so massive counterattack is coming outside of the red base. Some Banelings are trying to come in here and bait out some Lings, but the Stalkers deal with those, no trouble. Here we go. 3 DTs warped in. He might bring some Zealots in on top of this. His Zerglings are running forward, but he's got the Baneling support, and this Nexus is as good as dead. I don't see any way he's going to be able to hold on to this. DTs are coming in. He's warped in some Stalkers to defend. And NeutronX, he's looking pretty good. The probes are going to come in too. The DTs will actually be able to kill some of the probes, though. Okay, he holds position, but at the same time, he runs forward. The Lings and Banelings connecting. On top of everything but the Stalkers, there's too many of them. Oh, I missed that. Banelings just killed all the drones of Elazer, apparently. And these roaches are going to pop out for Elazer, but they're all separated, so he's able to kill those pretty easily. And GG is called. The hinO Neutron team is going to advance forward once again. Moving forward with another 2-0 victory here in the 2v2 Ting